First up.
Okay, we've got two enclosures. Me and Pedro have been walking out making cases for many of our most popular boards. This is for the Feather DVI with the RP2040. It has the two buttons for reset and boot. There is the USB-C connector so you can power it, and the HDMI DVI output port so you can connect it to whatever you want to create video on. And then, if you want to use it without the top, you can get access to the headers. But if you want it nicely enclosed for your DVI output projects, this case is inexpensive, easy to use.
It's a good idea.
It's 3D printed and it's just like very handy. We're just kind of making a bunch of cases for feathers, and it's, well, we're seeing how popular they are.
Let's use them. All right. Speaking of,
here's another case. This one's going to be really useful. It's a case for the Pico 2W, Pico 2, Pico W, whatever, all the Pico from Raspberry Pi with RP2040 or RP2350. They're the same size, that they have the same button location, the same micro SD, the same mounting holes. So this case will work with either of them. It has a bunch of slots so you can pull wires out the top if you want. There's the boot button, like little nubs. You can put it into bootloader mode very easily. There's like mounting straps if desired. Again, works with all the different Picos. If you want to have add-ons, just leave the top off and you can like stack things on top. Otherwise, it's a nice little compact case. Especially if you have a all-in-one project, you just want to have a couple wires coming out of it, then this case is like inexpensive and easy for any of your Pico projects.
And we'll keep doing this. People really like these. They're using them low cost, so we're doing it. Okay, so the next one, I put these in the beginning. I'm going to do this before I show the rest of it because this is what it looks like off. And then we have a whole bunch of in-action ones with all the different colors. So Lydia, what are these?
These are nOOds. These are noodles of light. They are made with dozens of tiny little LEDs on a flex PCB and then encoded in silicone. So they kind of create like a soft noodle that glows with light, and it's like almost a 360-degree light source. There's a little bit dimmer on the back because the LEDs shine through the back, but they're not, there's a little bit of PCB in the way, but they're kind of the closest to what you want EL wire to be. And we've stocked these before, but the connectors were on opposite ends. So you have to power them like a strand with like positive on one end and negative on the other. These are single-ended nOOds. So if you look, on one end is two contacts, and one has a little dot on it. That's the positive. You provide 3 volts across these two pads, and the whole thing will glow. And what's nice is you don't have to have any wires on the end. So it's maybe easier for some projects where you want to have it dangling, or you don't want to have a wire coming out for whatever reason. I have a demo I can do. They basically act like a really big LED, and so you can PWM them. You can turn them on and off very easily. Unlike EL, they're not annoying to control or power.
We've spaghettified your LEDs.
Yeah, so if you go to the overhead, let's see how the overhead does here. Okay. So this is,
looks nice.
This is like the warm white, and I'm just PWMing it. And so you can see you can PWM it. There's a little bit, especially when it's dimmer, you can see the back. There's a little bit of, you can see the PCB a little bit. But otherwise, it's, nice and flexible. You can tie it into knots. You can glue it. You can tape it. You just have to provide that power. I'm just PWMing it from a GPIO pin. If you want, you can power it directly from 3 volts. Don't forget to add a resistor because there's a lot of LEDs that will heat up very fast, but it gets quite bright. I mean, these are actually used for like fake incandescent lamps. Like they're called like Edison lamps. But I like PWMing them. We have a couple projects with these nOOds, but now, of course, they're easier than ever to use, and people have asked for single-ended, so we have them in multiple colors. This is the warm white, but then we also have them in...
What are you going to show next?
Yeah, blue.
Oh, all the different colors, yeah.
Yeah, there's like a cool blue color, red. This next one is cool white, so it's like a bluish white. It's like a daylight white. Green. I think this next one is warm white. And then light blue. And then just kind of like aqua tron blue. And then this is natural white. So there's like, the warm white is like 200K. This is like 354,000K. And then the other one is 6,000K. And then pink. We also have pink as well.
Could you put one of these in port acrylic? I think so.
I don't see why not. I mean, I would of course test it, especially if you're going to do cast acrylic. But yeah, I think you should be able to cast it and then power it from the end.
Yeah.
Cool thing. Okay, and then we didn't just get these.
That'd be a neat idea.
Yeah, try. I mean, try. I don't see why it wouldn't work.
Guess what? You'll be the first if you share it, and it's a really cool technique if you can pull it off. Okay, and then we have these other ones.
Okay, and then the next one is these short versions. These are like only an inch long, and they're flexible. What would they be good for? I don't know, but they're very cute. They're very small. They're incredibly bright. They're like a little, like a tiny light. I think for like wearables.
There's a lot of things you can do.
Fashion.
Yeah, and this is how you hook them up.
Cosplay. So they're all lit up, and you can see there's like kind of 360 degree light coming out of them.
I've seen there's two of them inside like a glass vial, and they're like, oh look, it's like an ambient light.
Yeah.
And they have it hooked up so you can plug it into like a car. A lot of people like put weird lights in their cars.
Yeah. This is something more, but you know, I think especially these tiny ones could be good for like little props. So we have pink,
yeah, green, kind of everything,
and cool white, red.
Yeah, you can power them very easily, so you can kind of put these anywhere.
Yeah, you just need 3 volts, and they look like a 50 milliamp LED. So they're like they're multiple LEDs.
Could you use like a coin cell or something like that?
You could use a coin cell. Do you want me to grab one and see what it looks? And do live?
Yeah, go for it. I'll just I'm just curious because like you could make.
I didn't think of that.
Well, I always think of the thing you're not supposed to.
I know.
So Lady is gonna go over and get.
Okay, I got a coin cell.
Yeah, we actually had one right here. I don't think this is gonna disrupt the show at all.
I mean, this might.
Okay, let's see what happens.
Cause the sunspot.
No, might not.
Okay.
Might not.
So here's I got some coin cell batteries.
It's gonna be okay.
Thanks to your battery holder.
I have a battery holder now.
That you have?
Big boy. Your big battery holder.
Big battery holder. Okay, so what's going on here?
Yeah.
Hold on. The hardest part is getting the bat. It's like, you know,
this
enclosed in a way. That's okay.
Okay.
Ah.
All right. Okay.
Coin battery.
Okay, let's see what happens.
Okay, it's live. So one of these is.
Well, those are the longer ones.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so this is the positive, and this is the negative. So I've got this one. It's really hard to see.
Touch around. Nope.
No.
Nope.
But also, you know.
Why wouldn't it work? Maybe it doesn't have enough current.
Yeah, let me see the shorter ones. I didn't think I have not, you know, done this from LED. It is, you know, drawing a lot of current. But let's see. I also don't know if these coin cells are good, by the way.
All sorts of things. Well, someone else can test, but I just thought of it now, and now it's your problem.
It doesn't work, but let me. You know what? I don't know why. And also, like I said, I don't know if these coin batteries are good. They've been sitting there for a while.
Good to know.
We'll find out, and we'll do a video.
Questions.
I'm not afraid to test stuff out.
No, I'm saying the question is, can this go in acrylic and can it go in a coin cell?
We'll find out.
We'll find out.
I've been testing it with just, you know, a board that gives you, you know, clean 3 volts. So let me light this one up. I'm not afraid of doing demos.
Not afraid. Okay.
But these do, you know, they do draw a lot of current. They draw like, you know.
That's probably what it is.
50 milliamps. So, yeah, I don't know. I think
maybe we'll stack them. I don't know.
Maybe a 6-volt with a resistor. Anyways,
anyhow,
here you go. So this is the warm white. So yeah, very bright.
Yeah.
And those are the new nOOds. We'll have some more lengths as well, and maybe a couple more colors.
There's a lot, and then there's these other ones, the flexible ones. Yeah, like GE sells a bulb with like 2 of these inside of it, and they're like, "Look, it's an Edison bulb." It's like, no, it's not.
Yeah.
It looks like it, but it's not. Okay. Next up, the star of the show, besides you, Lady Ada, our customers, our team, and all celestial objects that are hopefully not going to collide into the Earth, is these DACs.
Yes, we've got 2 DACs. Basically, we don't have a lot of I2S DACs, and I've been doing more I2S projects. Digital audio is really great. We have a lot of chips that can do digital audio, like the RP2040, 2350, ESP32, 751, you know, the Nordic chips. And we have a cute little I2S amplifier, but we didn't have one that did line out. So we got a request to get more of these in the shop. And so we picked the first ones, these are fairly popular, the PCM5102 and 5100. They're pin compatible. One is just slightly higher quality and a little bit more expensive. Both are very fine. What's nice about these is you get line level out, 2 volt peak to peak max, and you don't need an M clock pin. You just need bit clock, data, and left right, word select clock, which means it works great with like Raspberry Pi, single board computers, Raspberry Pi, ESP32. Look, a lot of boards that don't necessarily have M clock out, you don't need it. It will automatically generate it. It kind of just magically works with any I2S signal. You don't have to worry about 16-bit, 24-bit configuration, I2C. You just power it and you're ready to go. So I have a little demo, which hopefully will work. To be honest, I did not. No.
Is it going to work?
I don't know. Oh yeah, here you go. So this is just some speakers, and I have these. They take a line in. They're powered speakers, and they're connected to the DAC here that's wired to an RP2350. And I just have CircuitPython playing some audio clip. This is from Dan Q's music that he does for the show.
This is some music.
And the quality is really good. It's really nice and clean. I'm going to unplug it. Again, line level out. You will not get headphone output from this. That's just, I put a big warning on the back. If you do want headphone output, we're working on a different DAC that has specifically, 16 ohm, 32 ohm drivers. But this, as long as you're powering it into like a stereo, powered speakers, monitors that are separately powered that have 1K or less, 1K or higher resistance, so high impedance, should be good. And there's also some other inputs if you want. There's a mute pin format if you want left justified. M clock if you do want M clock, de-emphasis, and filter. But honestly, the defaults sound really good. Easy to use. Like I said, no I2C configuration, no M clock needed. Lower cost one is the PCM5100. That's, I think, a signal noise ratio of 100 dB. The 5102, it's like $1 more and gives you 112 dB signal noise ratio.
All right. Before we get into products, is this one of the ones that you had to spend a huge amount of time figuring out and lots of code and lots of just like...
No, this one was actually trivial.
These were easy.
Yeah, this one is not the TLV DAC is the one that has an I2C configuration.
Okay.
It's a lot more capable, has a lot more capabilities. This one doesn't do filtering. It doesn't do like a headphone or speaker. It's very simple, but it also makes it very inexpensive and easy.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Because Lady A is working on some DAC stuff, and it's gruesome because there's no documentation. No one knows in the TI forums or the engineers. So just like,
this one was easy. This
one's easier.
This is Web A. It's okay. It worked out of the box, and actually my layout was good out of the box too. As I just followed the data sheet.
Good work.
They had good suggestions, but it's a very good DAC as well.
Okay.